ties. Chanatip Songkrasin has got the opening goal very early on, the quickest goal ever in a AFF Suzuki Cup final, and the reaction is to bring on 3 players. Evan Dimas, Elkan Baget and Kadek Agung are the 3 to come on. And it could well be a change in the way they set themselves up. We'll see very shortly indeed. But Roshan, something had to be modified because they were getting outplayed on all parts of the park, weren't they?
Yes, that's what they had to do. They had to react at half-time, and that's what they did. And that's what they've done, sorry. They made those changes. So let's see how it affects the overall shape of this Indonesian team. It looks like at the moment it's just going to be perhaps just like for like. Elkan Baget still going into central defence. Still with that 4-man back line.
Guys, nobar final Indonesia versus Thailand.
That they were struggling. Fakhruddin was struggling, wasn't he, with the pace. 32-year-old veteran defender.
Indonesia.
They seem to be struggling with the pace, particularly of Bodin Pala on that left-hand side for Thailand.
I mean, if that was the case, it's an interesting one because I don't think Elkan Baget is that pacey as well. So you've now got 2 young central defenders in there, Rizky and Elkan Baget. You've taken out experience in Fakhruddin. You've added a bit more experience in midfield in Evan Dimas.
You might see a bit more of Alfreana Devanga perhaps, just hanging back. We'll see. Forward by Asnawi. It looks like they are certainly trying to be a bit more aggressive if they can. Kadek Agung just muscled off the ball far too easily. Elkan Baget.
Langga 04, halo Bang, first. Halo juga Bang Langga.
Another one they're pinning a lot of hopes on.
Nanti, udah lama kita nggak upload dan live streaming bareng, jadi kita live streaming Indonesia.
Suzuki Cup. Resisted attempts at first to play for Indonesia. They flew in for this tournament and played 1 match, then got quarantined, and then scored a goal on his return against Malaysia.
It's quite interesting the way he's been used by Indonesia, isn't it? I mean, it's almost like he's always coming on at half-time. Just see Witan. Here we knock to the back. What they needed to adjust was the left back position as Alfeandra. Which have dropped into that part of the pitch.
Here's Tirisan Dunga, plenty of Thai attackers. Look at that overlapping run on the left-hand side. Just a little bit too much on the ball there.
Bisa yuk, kemarin kan Indonesia waktu lawan Malaysia ketinggalan juga.
Koklo Anan.
Swift counter from Thailand there. You get the players pouring forward. With a high starting position there for Thailand again. Applying their pressure on the short goal kicks out.
So Fakhruddin Arianto replaced by Elkan Baget. Edo Fabriansha, the left back, of course, he came in today for the suspended Pratama Arhan. Had quite a tough task on his hands, keeping Supachok and Roller quiet. He has to go as well. Replaced by Evan Dimas, and Rahmat Irianto is the other one who has left the pitch. Evan Dimas replaces him. Well worth a shot, why not? Taking a bit of a deflection. Superchok's effort, and it will be a corner.
He's been everywhere for Thailand. Here he is popping up in a central position. That would have troubled the goalkeeper. I think they're not taking a bit of a deflection.
Indonesian fans trying their best here. Show support for their team. Pretty even numbers in here tonight. Gordon Pala. Kept alive here by Poklanan. Chanatip out across the board in. Simple in, but it's headed away by Rizky.
A brave header away. Brave header away, the second one from Alfreandra. Had to put his head on that. Anticipating the possible contact from Superchok. Get bodies in there and taking on personal responsibility. Get the attack crosses that come in.
Interesting little switch, isn't it, to have him now at left wing back.
Well, that's right.
Fernando Devanga.
And in the first half, Thailand got quite a bit of joy down that right-hand side. Indonesia's left.
Oh.
Looks like it was something that they needed to address just at half-time. Decided to go with that switch.
Witan Sulaiman, quick ball in. You can see what he was attempting to do to Didik. Solid, isn't it? From the makeshift centre-back today. Wirata up the other end. Here comes Superchok. Is steaming in. Comes inside Elka. Superchok. He goes back to Chanatip. Goal number 2. A fantastic counter-attack by Thailand.
Just too good. Individual quality and brilliance. Giving Thailand this goal. Superchok. Absolutely superb. They win it there. Nothing wrong with that tackle, and they go from penalty box to penalty box. Just have a look at this. 3 players up front. The first touch in there into Superchok, and then for him to carry the ball all the way forward. Turns it around, gets himself closed down by 3 Indonesian defenders. But Chanatip on hand after he played their first pass into Superchok, joining in the attack, changing the angle of the run, starting from a deeper position. Closer to the left-hand side, drifts in field, into the middle of the penalty box. Just side foots it past Nadeo. I think sees the ball late.
He only scores in first legs, Roshan. That's 2 apiece in the semi-final first leg, and now here in the final first leg. Maybe he had a chance for a hat-trick against Vietnam. And his penalty right down the middle was very easily saved. And now a lot of work to do for the Indonesians. We were speculating, weren't we, before half-time, how they would approach the second half. Perhaps they learnt from that previous game against Vietnam, and they've come out guns blazing.
Well, first of all, excellent centre-forward play by Tirasin. And yeah, again, you said you want to maintain that element of control. You know, you want to make sure that Indonesia don't get into any sort of rhythm. As you have a look at the top scorer's charts here, he's gone top there, ahead of Tirasin, both on 4 goals each. Still plenty of time for that to change.
Tirasin looking, of course, to extend his lead at the top of the all-time scorers charts. Here is Superchok. Oh, that's not that far away, is it? Another one that's worth the effort, Poklanan.
Come on, Indonesia. Man.
You know, the way Thailand are going at the moment, this could be over after the first leg.
Si tim zebranya Italia.
Just remembering how they shut up shop in the second leg against Vietnam, having a 2-0 lead. If they want to
able to do that
menang kagak 7 kali loh, mirip dengan Indonesia.
Perhaps coming into this, the best side in Southeast Asia at the moment in Vietnam. Just in complete control, Thailand.
Here is Port Impala, and without many of their regulars. So impressive. And more to come from this side. Kritsada. They've also been stung, Roshan. I think you and I have talked about this throughout the tournament. They've been stung a little bit by the criticism. They had a poor World Cup campaign by their high standards.
Yeah.
Being bundled out early on, not even finishing third in that World Cup qualifying group in round 2. There was a mini Suzuki Cup in there, and the likes of Indonesia took points off them. Malaysia, Vietnam, of course. And they were stung by that word. That hurt, didn't it?
You know, there's been a bit of talk about how that spark it's just seemed to have gone out a little bit since Ketesok Zico left his post. And
okay, nice.
Here's Asnawi. Boos from the crowd from this game, and perhaps from the last one as well. Oh, that's a delightful ball, isn't it? Out to Supachok. Here he is, Chanatip. Another long-range effort, perhaps. Well, they're all taking their turns, aren't they, at the moment? Tirasin now, they're peppering this goal.
Every time Supachok gets on the ball, he's creating danger, all sorts of issues for the Indonesian defense. Lovely step over, linking up with Chanatip.
Respect.
And you wonder, just going back to that spark coming back into the Thai national team with Mano Polking coming in.
We'll come back to that. Here is Irfan Jai. He's offside though. Briefly, the fans got excited there. Thailand look like they're going to make a few changes now that they've probably secured this first leg. Let's see.
Again, it's another really good driving run from Kambuaya. Irfan Jaya, I mean, that's poor from him because he's looking right across the line. And he's not bothered to sort of just try and either bend his run or just drop off a little bit to try and keep himself onside. Kambuaya, I think, has been Indonesia's best player, and for Thailand, it's been Supachok. I know the temptation will be to give the man of the match to Chanatip. His 2 goals, which are really good
Indonesia,
finishes, but I think Supachok has been that real driving force, that creative element for Thailand.
Well, he is certainly in contention, isn't he, Chanatip, for MVP? To regain the crown that he lost. He didn't play, of course, in the last edition. Well, that needed to be a better ball from Alfredo Devanga into the path of Ricky Kambuaya. Well,
now full asam. Ini kandang bang.
Sitipan and
ini hitungannya main di Singapura, cuman hitungannya Indonesianya yang tuan rumah, home-nya Indonesia kandang. Nanti leg kedua mainnya di Singapura juga, cuma mainnya home-nya Thailand, di Indonesia tandang. Tapi ini buat kalian aja yang belum tahu, ini for your information. Ini nggak ada hitungan agregat ya, jadi nggak, karena peraturan baru kan kemarin yang di tahun lalu itu dari FIFA kayaknya, iya dari FIFA. Peraturan barunya nggak ada lagi gol itu, apa namanya sih? Agregat gol, agregat. Misalkan contoh, ini Indonesia kalah 1-2 lawan Thailand di first leg, terus di second leg Indonesia menang 1-0, agregatnya kan 2-2. Nah biasanya itu Thailand yang menang karena selisih golnya Thailand cetak 2 di kandang Indonesia. Tapi ini enggak. Kalau toh di leg kedua skornya imbang, dilanjutkan dengan extra time dan babak penalti. Cuma untuk ini kandangnya Indonesia. Mainnya di Singapura.
I think in the first half about not letting the game run away from you. There's a real danger here that it could.
Nanti sentro Indonesia.
Second leg.
Now full azam. Netral. Iya
This is where tactically as well, I think if you're a
Kevin
coach,
Repi,
you're
mantap
thinking
kawan.
about these things as well. You know, you can't take too many risks and can't take too many chances. You can't open up too much
Halo Kevin.
because you know there's still another game to go.
Gol tandang bang. Iya gol tandang. Cuman
And,
setahu saya sih waktu
there's
kemarin
still
yang
time
semifinal
for Indonesia to
sistemnya
turn
kayak
this
gitu,
around.
nggak ada gol tandang kandang.
It's been difficult
Kalau
for them
agregatnya
to
2 sama ya
really
tetap
get
2 sama.
into the game.
Seperti itu.
They've had
Nggak
one
hitung
big moment,
nggak hitung
one
selisih gol kan kayak
high quality
misalkan 2-1
opportunity
atau
to
1-0 yang
Alcantara.
menang 1-0 kira-kira seperti itu.
Look, he has had an excellent tournament, hasn't he, Alfreandra?
That's right.
That's not his job. Is not to put the goals in, but of course he was still in that great position. But he has been superb for them.
And a
Guys,
lot
by
of
the
these
way,
players
sorry ya
have
kalau
been,
ada
have been great.
webcam di
A lot of them have been.
kanan bawah
You know,
sama di ada
If they do end up going on
teks yang lagi
to
jalan,
lose
sengaja
this,
gue pakai itu biar
We'll come back to that in the second
videonya
motion.
meminimalisir copyright. Jadi biar
And
kita
it
kan
is going to be
nggak diklaim copyright
to
seperti
come
itu.
off.
Jadi sengaja gue pakai itu.
Won't add to his
Jadi sorry
tournament tally.
kalau ada terganggu.
This is a change we quite often see. Super Chai Chai dead to
Gamal-gamal
replace him.
hancur udah nggak jadi tahun baru. Ayo dong optimis, bisa pasti bisa. Indonesia kan cetak 1 gol aja udah 2-1. Nah next game harus dari menang minimal selisihnya ya, harus menang biar kita bisa bikin seri dan
Much like for like changes then.
bisa menang.
and they've really
Bisa lanjut
managed
babak penalti misalkan.
the workloads of the players very well, Thailand. And it's easy to do that when you've got such a wonderful squad, but also having that faith in the squad to deliver. Despite the changes that you've made, players will repay.
Gue cuma kenal
That
pemain
faith
Indonesia
that
cuma
you've,
itu aja.
put in
Cuma Evan
them.
Dimas. Lain itu nggak gue kenal.
There's Evan Dimas. No longer able to command an automatic starting place.
Nice, good.
Number
Number 14.
That was a really good turn from Asnawi that earlier. Drop of the shoulder, get rid of Kutipan on the press and then turn away.
Kamal Gamer, ini final 2 kali ya? Iya, ini final 2 kali. Tapi mainnya sama di Singapura.
Super Chai, another
Cuman
one that
atas nama
was
tuan
impressed
rumah
in previous
Indonesia-nya.
editions of
Oke,
the
nomor 15.
AFF
Nice.
Here's
Come on,
the
25.
Here it comes. Another opportunity. Not taken and Simarak finally called into action.
Very good chance for Indonesia.
Aduh.
And against Kambuaya at the heart of it. He's the one who receives it in space. There you go. Makes a run in behind that Thai midfield. Picks it up in space. Picks out a lovely pass through into Irfan Jaya. The weight on that pass, I
Tadi
think, is
juga di babak
excellent. It's
pertama
right
yang
into
saat
the
itu
run
yang nomor berapa
of
itu
Irfan
lupa.
Jaya. He doesn't even have to sort of
Open
break
banget
his stride.
dia
He just needs to adjust his
nge-shoot.
body
Dia
shape.
kali nomor
Can't get it
berapa itu.
wide enough with enough
Pertama.
bend.
Ada yang jaga, tinggal dia berhadapan sama kiper.
Kambuaya, as I say, who's been
Tapi
excellent for
tembakannya
Indonesia, is the man
melambung
who's
di
coming
atas
off.
mister.
Well, he has been brilliant. And a big roar, though, for this man here, Egy Maulana.
Come on, iya ini
So
juga
much
Egy Maulana
speculation as to
tipis.
when he would be
Come on,
playing in this tournament. He came on against Singapore in
Ini yang
the
pertama ya, itu Evan Dimas selalu serakah.
second leg.
Iya ini yang pertama
Semi-final.
untuk soal
We'll get
Evan
a bit
Dimasnya
more
no
time here
comment
today.
guys. Aduh bagus sekali.
Slovakia
Open tuh
Seneca.
nggak masuk.
He is often regarded as the great big hope of
2
Indonesian
peluang
football,
emas
the
loh,
21-year-old.
berhadapan sama kiper. Thailand ATM-nya bagus. Pasti Evan.
Maybe just give the team a bit of a boost, but as Roshan mentioned,
Kevin Repi, sukses for leg kedua Indonesia. Amin, amin.
been at the heart of
Ini
things.
juga sukses lah, setidaknya bisa cetak 1 gol lagi.
Has been taken off.
Ini mungkin perlu kalian notice, ini player-player Indonesia under 23, under 23
About half an
yang
hour
main.
or so if you
Masing-masing
include
muda
some amount of
semua.
time here
Memang.
for Indonesia in this first leg to try
Awas Evan Dimas, awas, jangan banyak main.
something out of this if they can. Elkan Baggett. Out wide to his left wing back, Alfreandra Devanga. Here's Witten
Wah.
Sulaiman. Still going
Oke,
here.
open play. Nice.
And that's
Ini,
easy for
aduh.
Simarak.
Saya lupa.
He's found it very
Yeah, tadi
difficult to
dia
get
bukan
involved in the
Mbappe,
game,
guys.
Witten Sulaiman, and it's a credit to Thailand. They've got 10 players around him. Every time he's gotten on the ball. And there, he was able to just wriggle away. Got a bit fortunate with that. Couldn't quite find the final pass into one of his runners in the box.
Baggett brought down play continues.
Ayo dong Indonesia, jangan ikutin tim
Muganga.
badut Serie A kemarin yang sering main di UCL, 7 kali masuk final tapi nggak pernah juara.
There's Asnawi.
Ini Indonesia juga sama, 7 kali
Maulana.
masuk final.
Lovely return ball.
Okay.
Here's Asnawi.
Dia crossing keluar.
Little moments here, flashes for Indonesia. Irfan. Kadek Agung.
Nice.
Still Kadek Agung.
Oke. Aduh.
Trying to weave his way through Witan Sulaiman. And now look at this super chop.
I think he might have taken a boot to the face on the follow through. Super chop. But Witan, that's much better
Apa
from him.
sih nomor 8 itu?
To grow into this game a little bit in the second
Yang
half.
bagus tuh nih.
Bit of skill, link up with Kadek.
Passing dan dipotong.
Weave his way through that defense. But it's Wirotep with an important leg out.
Nomor 18.
Good challenge from Wirotep, central midfielder
Ini
playing in
posisinya udah milik Indonesia.
central defense for Thailand. The last goal
Indonesia
out.
timnya second goalnya
Taken off with an injury.
Cuma yang open banget tadi 2. Satunya ngelamuk atas, satu di
Super
dapat.
chop. He quite often finds himself at the end of challenges, doesn't he? He's taken quite a beating in this tournament. Players like him and Chanatip will often
Withdraw challenges. We'll draw these
defense-nya kerasa busuk
fouls.
banget anjir.
And you got to be,
Mungkin sindrom
You have to be
final
brave.
Indonesia kayak gitu.
players like that. They take on
Kamal
the
Gimon ngomong
responsibility
lah
to
bang,
want to make
Dimas
things
dioper
happen
ke
with the
Irfan,
ball.
Irfan lagi ke belakang, one two
The
yang
hits
bagus
will come.
dan pengen sih bang.
But also, I
Bang
think what we
Kamal
see
Gimon
with
pengen sih ngomong kayak
Chanatip,
gitu, cuman
especially at this
gua
level,
nggak tahu
the
siapa
knowledge and the
pemain
experience that he
Gua nggak
has
ngikutin
now, how
sebenarnya.
to use his body, how
Cuman
to
pas kemarin
protect
aja pas
himself.
semi baru ngikutin.
From
Jadi yang
challenges
kenal
like
cuma
that.
Egi Maulana Fikri
he
sama
sees
itu Evan Dimas.
Coming almost, and he knows
Nanti
sort of the
ngomongnya,
steps that he needs to
Saiful
take
oper kepada Sule.
in terms of how he positions himself.
Sule dan bam.
How he perhaps avoids the
Bum, bum,
tackle.
bam, bam. Tidak masuk oleh Emre Tawani. Jadi jadinya kayak gitu.
Here's Chanatip, quick ball
Nah,
into
open lagi,
Super
open
chop.
nih.
Now
Gol
roller.
lagi, gol lagi.
Look at that. They just will. And
Let's-
that is an
Wait, apa ini? Kenapa nih? Ai. Tunggu guys, bentar. Buset, bentar guys, sorry.
dusted 3 goals up. Of course, Indonesia are going to give it everything they
Apa
can.
gol? Cok, 0-3. Lah, berarti tadi gol. Bangke.
It's an uphill struggle now, Roshan.
Lah, buset dah.
Here is Tristan Doe. What do they do from here? How?
Nice try aja.
And
nggak ada
we were
harapan.
just saying a couple minutes before that they were just starting perhaps to
Aduh,
finally gain some
Indonesia.
attacking momentum.
Emang
I mean,
nggak
what
bisa
do you do? I
finish.
mean, you obviously would have set your side up.
Thailand itu
And
sekali serang.
there are things
Langsung
when you look
buat
at this, and I
attempt.
say, yeah, they were too
Dan
open.
akhirnya second goal,
Lines
bahkan
weren't
gol.
compact enough. But you need to take into account the quality of the opposition that they're up against as well. I mean, look at the way Thailand are moving. It's give and go, off the ball runs. Players with technical brilliance, but also that tactical understanding. It's happening so quickly. It's very difficult for Indonesia to come to terms with the pace of Thailand's game.
Tapi emang udah gua duga guys.
It's gone
Indonesia
flying
pasti
there,
kuat.
Pokok.
Tahunya dari mana?
Unfortunate, perhaps risky.
Nggak tahu. Tapi biasanya kan kayak gitu
But,
kalau kita
free kick
perhatikan
in a really
siklus
good
sepak bola di
position
Indonesia.
for
Ya kan
Thailand.
sepak bola. Hype yang ada di Indonesia. Maksudnya ini tebak-tebakan aja kan
Central
malam-malam.
this one.
Kalau nggak digandung-gandungin,
All 3 goals have been from
menangnya
the edge of the
bagus,
box.
menang-menang terus.
Chanatip
Tapi ini pas
was
namanya udah naik, udah mulai
from the
viral,
outwards.
udah mulai
That one
viral,
smashed it.
digandung-gandungin.
Yep.
Akhirnya apa? kalah.
Yes, you're right.
Nggak tahu ya.
We have all
Mungkin
three of it. Yep.
kutukan atau
Absolutely.
sindrom
Finishing has been very
sindrom
good.
apa itu nggak tahu. Yang pasti kayak
7
gitu udah
shots
berapa kali
outside
sih.
the box, by the way.
Gol lagi nih. Ayolah 4-0 lah.
Oh. Power in that one. From Tristan.
That was close. I mean, from
Viewers cok menurun
where
dari tadi
we're
80-an
sitting,
sekarang
looking
udah
at this.
50. Malas mereka nonton Indonesia sama.
I thought that was headed in.
3-0 mending main Dota.
Finishing. I mean, lots of things have been.
Guys, selamat
You've seen that gulf in
yang
class
merayakan, untuk yang
and
merayakan
between
selamat
Thailand
hari
and
Natal.
Indonesia. The overall
Untuk
play
yang
possession,
merayakan.
the defensive work, and then the most important thing, the finishing.
Well done. Thwarted there by Kritsada.
And Indonesia with 3 shots, 2 of those you would say were great opportunities. You think back to Alfeandra and then Irfan Jaya in the second half, meeting that pass in behind from Rick Kambuaya.
Those were the high quality opportunities
High
that you talk
quality
about.
opportunities, big chances for them to have gotten themselves something from this game, even though
Pemain
they haven't
Thailand,
really been in it,
permainannya gitu-gitu
if that makes
mulu.
sense.
Yeah, they
Perasaan
have
kami
been
dari
second
jaga.
best throughout, and yet they had those 2 chances.
Nggak tahu juga sih.
Those are the kind of chances
Padahal
you've
kalian
got to
nggak
take in a match like this.
AFF 2000 berapa ya? 2010
So little of the ball.
2009. Yang Indonesia bantai Thailand itu. Di final kalah juga Indonesia lawan Thailand.
20 minutes here
Di
for
grup kan
Thailand
Indonesia
to
yang bantai Thailand 4-1.
Play out.
Tapi
See
di
if they
final
can
agregatnya
kill
7
it off
berapa
even
itu
more.
kalah
They can.
Indonesia.
Here's Chanatip.
7 atau berapa lupa. Kayaknya
Finds
Indonesia ini
Rolla.
emang nggak mental Cok, kalau main
They'll
final.
get the corner.
Sebelum final ngebantai, pas final dibantai.
So
Not mental,
Irfan
Cok.
is going to go off and replaced by another very pacey forward in Ramai Rumakek.
Agung Maulana mending lihat lelang
Very good
Jepang.
moments in this tournament.
Fiskinan Bang.
Again, you know how well they get forward so quickly.
Main slot
They
hancur.
move the ball on.
Gear hancur, bola pun
The pace at which they move the ball on, right through the middle.
Kayaknya jangan main togel Bang. Aduh. Indonesia ngebadut lagi di AFF. Enggak ya, bercanda. Tapi kita bangga, respect. Tapi ya itulah
Doesn't get past
ekspektasi
the
dari
first
fans
man.
kan
Looked
Indonesia
like
bisa
they've gone
juara
out and
sama
play
track
anyway
record mereka
from
sama
Borden
AFF
Pala.
ini kan. Menang-menangnya, keren. Puncak grup lagi seperti itu, tapi ya gitulah, nggak tahu. Nggak Irfan Jaya diganti. Kayak yang itu AFF 2010
Rumakek
ya,
has
2010.
had some very, very good moments.
2008.
Blistering pace for the
Ya, ngebantai
19-year-old
Thailand, ngebantai Malaysia, ngebantai Singapura.
from
Pas
Persipura
di final
Jayapura.
dibantai Thailand. Rangga 04.
And caps to his name now.
Semoga aja bisa bikin 1 atau 2
See if
gol
we can do
baru 2
anything.
leg kedua. Amin. 1 gol lah minimal.
On Titipan.
Nanti leg kedua kita balas dengan selisih 2 gol.
Here's Borden Pala.
Nah, full asal menang ya paling adu penalti 5-4.
They're going to make a goalkeeping change for Russia and
Bareng
Thailand.
setuju.
Just showing off now.
That's
Enggak
wow.
juga sih, sorry gua cabut ya kata-kata gua, enggak juga sih, cuman
I suppose it's nice to see Kawin, who's really kind of a legendary figure, isn't he, amongst goalkeepers in Southeast
pas
Asia.
ini
Really regarded
mirip
as the outstanding
tim badut di
number
Serie
one
A.
for a long,
Kalian tahu
long
nggak tim
time.
badut
And listen to the
Serie
reception.
A?
Sirak has done brilliantly.
Yeah.
In about the
7 kali masuk final, Cok.
To me, another goalkeeping legend. One goalkeeping legend replacing
juara.
another.
Indonesia juga hari ini 7 kali masuk final.
They're so
Dan
blessed in that
nggak tahu,
position.
semoga aja ada yang leg kedua. Now full asam,
afford to
kayaknya
rest.
benar.
Chanatip now. And Warachit will come on.
You know, you often hear of disagreements between club managers and international managers, right, for overuse of players. I don't think there's any club manager out there that can be unhappy with the way Mano has managed, Mano Polting has managed the workload of his players.
Gol, satu off target.
Yeah, he's been so good. I mean, there was the game against Singapore. He made all 11 changes, didn't use any of his first teamers at all, even in the subs. No one thought he was going to be feeling this starting 11. We knew there'd be maybe 2 or 3 changes, but not to this extent. And they fitted seamlessly.
Aduh, apa itu?
Just a bit of a nudge from Dedik on Kritsada. And what was fascinating to see, just right there, monopolking 3-0 up.
Yeah.
Still,
Di
they missed
TikTok kan
opportunity perhaps.
TikTok yang
Still so upset, saying this should have been the ball to play, not the other one.
Seperti itu. Ih, dengarnya merinding, Cok.
Yeah, he has certainly confounded some of the critics who may not have been too happy with his signing.
3. Ya, Thailand
And
bagus banget mereka.
cross there from Rolla. Here's Tristan Doe, giving that away to Ramai. Here's Kritsada. Waiting.
Saji bareng,
Some
bantai-bantai
support
doang
there,
tapi
board
di
and
fake.
Pala.
Iya emang, bantai-bantai doang. Aduh,
There's the touch
kira
of a
keras,
training match
ternyata
at times here.
canda kan.
Didic said he got the ball. Shitayong's a little angry.
Itu deh. Emang keingat lah kayak AFF yang 2010 itu yang
Got his
ngebantai-bantai.
head up, looking for the next
Kan itu
pass.
yang kalah
Sees
juga
the
sama
tackle
Thailand
coming in.
di final.
The steps
Padahal di
forward.
fase grup Indonesia ngebantai
Steps
Thailand.
forward to get the
Di final
contact.
kalah. Mending parkir angkot udah. Coba suruh ngelord bang, sama tahu comeback.
Yeah, Cowan, he talked of his
Susah cok, walaupun pakai lord susah.
presence in the side. Only 31, it does feel like he
Ngelord
has been
atau main
around
Dota.
for so long.
Apa? Kill Rosan. Siapa tahu dapat immortal dan 3 milnya deh.
Cap today.
Atau ambil Rosan dan ambil refresh orb. Siapa tahu bisa jadi 0 lagi.
So Warwick, there's no foul.
Apa nih? Enggak.
Is that going to be a booking?
Diving
Yeah?
cok, bikin malu.
A yellow card for
Buset.
Didic, who
3-0, kartu kuning
is
kena
a bit
diving.
sheepish there.
Yeah, well played.
Nih.
Kritsada follows the run.
Nggak
Cowan
sentuh
comes
cok.
out and
Aduh.
that's good goalkeeping. Doesn't panic. Just closes down the angle.
Nih,
Absolutely no contact. And that is a dive. Clear cut dive.
That might be the first booking for diving we've had
Buset cok, diving.
in the penalty area.
Nice try.
Something I think
Nice
most fans
try,
would be in
man.
agreement that they want to see
Oh.
cut out of the game.
Yes. I mean, there's absolutely no contact in that situation.
Wah,
So it's a clear
ilmu kau
dive. It's
pengaruh rambut
obviously
pirang.
attempting to cheat. Or trying to cheat the referee.
Perasaan pemain Thailand itu ngambil dari sebelum-sebelumnya.
If
Iya,
there is
Thailand
some contact, I
memang
can
udah
absolutely
itu, udah apa
understand
namanya?
going down because
Udah.
we've seen players get punished
Bonding
for
mereka
trying to
udah
stay on
bagus
the
sih.
feet.
Udah
But in a
sering main
situation
juga,
like that,
maksudnya kan
I mean, that's
udah
not
biasa
something
di
we
timnas bareng.
want to encourage
Ini
or we
bonding
want to
main
see at all.
Indonesia sih bisa dibilang belum terlalu lama. Cuma nice try lah kalau untuk nanti kalah apa-apa. Setidaknya
Here's
ya
Warwick,
setidaknya
who has come on
kayak klub
for
Juve lagi. Ambil gue bilang Juventus enggak. Tapi kayak klub yang Liga Serie A
the
Italia.
corner here for Thailand. Warwick wins it.
Champion masuk final.
He's just 24 years of age, winning his 6th cap today, playing for BG Pathum United, the defending champions in the Thai league.
Final, dan belum tahu.
Of their players here.
Johan Denga, mantap Bang Johan.
Gone short here to
Cari
Borden
voucher.
Pala.
Iya cari
Tristan, he
voucher.
misses the ball.
Dia pikir dia Manchester United.
Potential now.
Ah,
And he is
itu
taken out,
kartu,
Didic,
pasti
and
kartu kuning.
he will go into the book.
Unsport itu namanya.
Yeah, he's got no choice, the referee.
Kartu kuning.
Has to book
Open
Tristan
soalnya.
for that.
Nih,
Indonesia were getting
Ini
forward,
kartu kuning.
potential
Stop,
counter attack.
guys. Langkah 04 bang, katanya bakal ada pemain keturunan tidak mau main di Indo, ada 2 orang.
It's risky.
Nggak tahu juga sih. Mungkin yang mau main di Indo, pemain keturunan Indo, Lewandowski, Mahalan.
Haven't seen too much of Egi Maulana since his introduction. He's saying to the referee, hey, what about protecting us?
Well, fouls in quick succession there for Tristan. Neat work by Egi, who had gotten in behind. Cynical one from Tristan.
And here, shouts of Indonesia from the fans. Get a goal back perhaps before half-time. Before the, well, yeah, effectively half-time of this entire tie. Got another 90 minutes to go.
Come on, Indonesia. Satu gol
Give
lah.
them a little boost.
Leg kedua nanti kalau kalah 3-0 tetap, gue tetap streaming tapi nggak pakai.
Awful header away by Superchai. Put enough on the ball.
Ditahan. Tinggi dari pasti lah. Ini potong 1. Mending extra walian daripada Dedik. Gua nggak kenal sih si Dedik, cuma tahu, bukan kenal, tahu. Cuma tahunya extra walian yang di sini kan.
So much
Egi Maulana Fikri,
Indonesian media today in the last few days.
Itu aja.
People talking about trying to break that jinx, that not winning.
Nah, Indonesia mah kompetisi aja
Also,
nggak jalan.
at the same time, trying to temper
Bukan nggak jalan.
expectations.
Jalannya
The manner in which they have approached this tournament, as youthful exuberance, they've scored for fun. Michael Baggett there with the header, not a great one.
Final udah bagus.
Superchai,
Cuma kompetisi yang mandek kayak gini.
Apoklo. Warachik just trying to play in Superchai. Warachik,
Gol pasti gol.
ball in Pala.
Buset dah 4-0.
Fantastic goal for Thailand. It's 4 now.
Udahlah.
And surely
Tuh.
they can taste victory in this final. One hand on the cup perhaps.
Have gone straight through that Indonesian side.
Apa lagi nonton apa lagi?
Just again superb.
Dah, bubar,
Thailand
bubar,
winning the
bubar.
ball back very quickly and then a quick transition.
Mereka tuh finishingnya bagus
Yeah, use it,
setiap kali
on the press,
attempt
win it, attack.
langsung gol.
Lovely ball. I mean,
Nah kan sampai nge-lag dia. Aduh.
upon trying to catch up with him.
The Kingsman Agency.
Iklan.
Fine but brutal.
Welcome to the club.
Time
Ntar cok iklan. Sabar.
The Kingsman.
Feels like he's still now. What you didn't see, he's still telling the referee he's got the ball. Referee.
Yeah, he's still looking for the decision. Still wants his team to keep going.
Feels Roshan like he's kind of brought the joy back into Thai football, hasn't he?
They look so good. They look so good. The fluidity of the play,
Pembosaran ada di
the
pengaturan.
cohesion in the team, the
Pengaturan mana bang tombol
understanding
selendernya?
between the
Nggak ada
players.
soalnya.
Oh,
Cari,
Shin
Bang.
Tae-yong.
Kalau ada
Yeah,
juga
contrast to Shin Tae-yong.
Bubar guys.
But he's
Listen,
done a fantastic job as
he
well.
Sayang,
has,
gue mau
he
isim
has.
sayang.
And, yes, Indonesia have been
Kasihan
outclassed,
sih. Tapi gue udah males nonton.
but they still had a really good campaign. They've had a really good competition, and I think at times we tend to, as a society, say, "Oh, it's gone to final, but they failed to win." So you regard the whole campaign as a failure. I don't think it should be regarded as
sengaja
that
kalah deh.
at all. I mean, they're one of the two best
Yo,
sides in
bisa,
the
yo.
competition, and this is a young team
Ahmad
that remember
Syabini,
coming into this campaign.
Syabini. Leg
No one
kedua
was
sama
really
tahu
sort
ada
of giving them
keajaiban
much of a
dunia.
chance of reaching this stage.
Yeah.
No one was giving them much of a chance of winning their
Inginkan
group.
deh. Kalau masih
Boleh
2-0 masih
again.
bisa ada keajaiban dunia. Ini 4 loh.
That's,
Emang Thailand mainnya nggak pakai kaki apa?
goalkeeper.
4, buset lah.
Won it back
Ayo,
again.
gol lagi, bikin gol.
More goals in
Tambah
this.
jadi 5.
Gordon, Super Chop, Titipan, Waratics. What a little turn there.
Gak mental cok Indonesia.
Titipan. They are enjoying themselves, Roshan.
I don't think they've had an easier final. But it's because they've made it look easy with how hard they've worked.
Well, there was Dimas. Good run from him. Put away by Tristan Doe.
I think that epitomizes the work ethic in this team. Tristan Doe tracking all the way back, and he couldn't put in a lazy challenge.
Iya,
It's
nomor
already on
19
that yellow
benar
card.
mirip Hector
He had
Bellerin
to
dia.
make sure he got that one right.
Nomor 19 Thailand.
Yes, Titipan.
mirip Bellerin.
They've played in 3 previous finals, these two sides.
Gol lagi, gol.
Well, that was final number 4, straightforward for Nadeo. In 2016, remember that Indonesia had actually won the first leg 2-1.
Thailand mainnya rapi banget, makanya susah
Indonesia then
dibobol.
went on to win the
Sebenarnya tadi
second
bisa
leg
loh guys,
2-0.
2 peluang emas loh. Tinggal one on one sama kiper. Tapi yang satu off target, yang satu dia bisa dibaca oleh kiper. Nggak tahu kenapa. Masa
Last
tadi
9
temposingnya
matches,
bagus,
6 wins for Thailand, just
tinggal one on one sama kiper.
2 for Indonesia.
Yang satu dia shoot di atas Mister. Kayak Fernando Torres waktu di Chelsea.
Yeah, difficult to get involved in the
Dia
game
one
with
on
that.
one, dia lewatin kiper, dia shoot out.
Quickly he's been closed down again here.
Yang satu bisa dibaca kiper.
Asnawi, that's a good ball. Didik set it one. Catches that wide.
Off target.
It's a clever pass in behind for Didik from Asnawi. Could have been an interesting moment. That one ended up in goal. Chanatip, all eyes on him. Another outstanding tournament. Chanatip Songkrasin.
Got to be another contender for MVP.
Probably decided by now.
Here's Roller.
Gol lagi. Dikasih ke atas
strong.
dan
Good work there from Alfeandra, but he only gets it as far as Bocklaw. He's had a number of long-range efforts, hasn't he?
Interesting technique as well. Poklo on that shot. He was just trying to get that to dip underneath the crossbar. Good work here from Roller. Comes out to Poklo. And Thailand have been so deadly from these long-range shots.
Just saw as well. He was a little annoyed about that. Alexander Polking. Alexander Polking has been a very lively customer inside his technical area. We're into the final minute of this first leg. An offside position.
Listen, Chanatip might be MVP, but Super Chop is my man of the match, and I will actually be upset if he doesn't get it at the end.
You were a little bit upset in the last semi-final when Shadan Sulaiman didn't get man of the match. Well, sorry, when Hassan
Cuman
Sani did it,
kebakaran
Hassan
dia
Sani
banyak
didn't
nggak
get it.
nggak bau
I
dibutuhkan.
think because he got sent off, right? So
Yeah. Let's see if you get that call right today, Roshan. We'll see Dedek Setiawan, Egi Maulana. Oh, lovely work there from Tristan Doe. Now just playing out these final few minutes. There's the touches. It is all Thai players.
Yang harus hebat. Kalau menurutku ya Indonesia
Yeah.
harus kasih
I mean, we're at
satu
that.
levelnya
You understand
ekstra.
why his number of touches have gone up. You also understand why there's so many touches on the ball for Thailand. They've dominated possession. They've dominated the ball.
Itu menurutku pemain-pemain yang paling bagus di timnas
They
Thailand.
moved it around the pitch,
Bisa lah.
and they've just
Bagus,
been
Tapi menurut
supreme
gua,
form.
Indonesia tuh startingnya
Just listen to that crowd. The Olays have started. Why not? The celebrations already beginning here in Singapore. Can only imagine what it's like in Thailand at the moment. They will feel
center
that the
back-nya
title is theirs to lose now.
Tomori
It's such an emphatic lead. Here's Wadachit. They want more.
Satu
Paklo.
Ramos. Baru
Mario comes up quickly.
defensive midfielder-nya Toni Kroos sama Modric. 4-2-3-1 ya. Ketik
yeah. Eggie's come in and he's not had much of an impact
Yeah.
as well, has he?
Attacking midfielder siapa ya? Tahu juga siapa.
What happens now for the second leg, Roshan, now for Indonesia? They've got nothing to lose, have they? They've just got to go for it.
Yes.
Kirinya Mbappe, kanan Messi, depan Lewandowski.
Yeah, sorry, you. It's just a simple yes.
I mean, yes,
isn't it?
I don't know.
What else can they do,
What else
right?
can they do, right? What, sit back and
Not make it look too bad. They've got to get something back. They've got to go for it. Their fans will expect that from them.
I mean, I know we're here to try and big it up, and
Habis,
but
Cok.
even this is going to be a bit of a
So but no.
Well, there we go. The first leg might well be the final leg because Thailand have been that good tonight.
Yeah, they've been excellent. That man right
Okay,
there,
thank you for
Chanatim,
watching.
superb. Couple of goals for him. Super chop. For me, the man of the match. Wonderful, wonderful display. And those fans have enjoyed themselves. They deserve to dance. Team has given them something really to celebrate.
And it's just a very poignant moment there that all the players coming to commiserate with Kawin the sad news that is we've just been told about is that his father passed away this morning. So condolences happened with a few players actually in this tournament. Happened with Kushedio as well this afternoon, I should say. Excuse me. And our condolences, of course, to Kawin, happened to Kushedio as well, and early in the tournament, Daisuke Sato just before the tournament. So a lovely gesture as well from Manu Polking to give his goalkeeper a little bit of time on the pitch.
Yeah, great gesture from Manu Polking. Great reaction from his teammates as well to gather around him.
Dia rasa kita udah kalah 4-0, Cok.
Difficult moment.
But a word on this man here, Roshan, Manu Polking, and how he's just conducted things today.
Saya semangat.
He's been outstanding. I mean, that just says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Says 4-0. Complete control from Thailand.
It's done the job for you, and here from the National Stadium, we can sign off tonight here at the first leg in Singapore, AFF Suzuki Cup final. It's Indonesia 0, Thailand 4. So celebrations for the Thai fans.
Iya, Indonesia 0.
It has been an imperious performance. That man there, Super Chok, I can tell you, the happiest man in the stadium is sitting right next to me. He said he'd be very upset if we didn't get it, and I think they've all heard you.
He's been given it, has he? Well done. Well done. It's the right decision. The Oppo man of the match awarded to Super Chok. Absolutely the right decision, 100%. And I'm a happy man now.
So is he, Super Chok.
Dapat Oppo berapa ini?
He got on the score sheet. He was absolutely everywhere. deservedly gets that award.
25.
And
Yes.
every single stat.
Complete domination,
ball
doesn't it?
positionnya.
Those numbers that you look at there.
67.
And normally I say don't get swayed too much by the stats, but when you watch the game and when you look at that, it's a good match,
Target ini cuma
a
satu
great
yang tadi
fit.
itu.
Stats and what the story of the game actually was. Yeah, look, they just controlled everything from start to finish. Thailand. This is a comprehensive win in the first leg of a final, and they've given them a great platform to go on and win title number 6.
Jauh.
Yep, that would extend their record of titles in the AFF Suzuki Cup. It's a lot of work to do. It's going to be a tough ask from the Indonesians. But from Roshan Rai, myself, Shazad, and all the team in the National Stadium, we'll see you on Saturday for that second leg.
Kita masih ada satu kali pertandingan lagi. Yuk guys, bisa yuk, masih semangat. Ada semangat ke Indonesia, ayo, bisa yuk.
ต้องขอบคุณทุกคนครับขอบคุณเพื่อนร่วมทีมทุกคนขอบคุณสตาฟโค้ชขอบคุณทุกคนที่ร่วมต่อสู้กันมาครับผมแต่ว่าถึงแม้ว่าวันนี้จะได้ชนะแต่ว่ายังเหลือแมตช์อีกแมตช์หนึ่งซึ่งเราก็ยังต้องทำงานอย่างหนักเพื่อที่จะเก็บชัยชนะอีกแมตช์หนึ่งให้ได้
Nanti kita berjumpa lagi di leg kedua. Buat sini leg kedua. Oke, see you guys. Thank you for watching and see you
ขอบ
and
คุณครั
God
บ
bless
ขอบ
you.
คุณกำลังใจ
By
จาก
the
ทุก
way,
คน
Merry
จริงๆครับเพราะ
Christmas
ว่า
buat kalian yang
คือ
merayakan.